Hey guys, I wanted to kind of do a cool video today. I thought this was kind of interesting because it has to do a lot with expat money. And I read this today. It was an interesting little article that I saw. And I happened to see a couple of other articles on the same thing. And I figured I'd piece together a little vlog out of it because I thought it was kind of cool. And it's about the median and average net worth of somebody 55 to age like 64, okay? And the median net worth for the average person in the United States is about 121,700. But in the late 50s to early 60s, like from 55 to 64, somewhere in around that age, it's almost double that. What happens is it goes from 121,700 to 212,500, okay? But the average net worth skews higher due to high earning outliers is 1,175,900, okay? So that's because of people like, like Bill Gates and stuff like that, that they're kind of halfway retired or whatever you want to call it. And plus there's a lot of really, really wealthy people out there that are retired in that age. But it also has this is also working people because it's 55 to 64. But a lot of these people are the super wealthy skew the average net worth, okay? Because like the average net worth for us, like I said, is 212,000 from 55 to 64, 212,500. But when you bring in the average net worth overall, it's 1,175,900. That's kind of amazing. And I was thinking about that today. I says, wow, I got to share this with the people out there because, it just goes to show you like the difference between like the middle class and the wealthy. It really does. I mean, that really breaks it down. And I wanted to just also tell you that your net worth is your value of your assets you have in the bank, stocks, whatever, and properties you own minus outstanding debt. So like to have, that average net worth of 1,175,900, wow, it just blows my mind. But I mean, the average person out there, the average Joe Blow on the streets, not including ages, but the average working age bloke out there, the person's making they have 121,700 put aside. And it's pretty amazing that at age 55 to 64, the average person, their net worth is only 212,500, and they're this far away from retirement or maybe heading into retirement. If you're age 64, you're only like a year away, and to have 212,500 in the bank, that's unless you include pensions and things like that, which is not really a true asset because it's stuff that's coming in the future. You're getting that money in the future, but it does definitely have its added value, of course. So it, like you kind of put that into your retirement portfolio because that's or budget rather, because that's what it is. It's all part of that, So it's interesting though that it just blows my mind this money when you compare those two. But to say that the average person only has 212,500, I think the government needs to maybe the government needs to stay out of it more and let us do our own Social Security thing, but have maybe like a forced one and just tell us, hey, you need to put this much aside, take it out and let us decide where it goes, but have 50% of it go into something that would be safe, but allow you to deal with the other 50% or something like that. Have some sort of ideas come from people and sit down, maybe some get all these different financial people together and come up with some sort of plan for the American people or for people in the UK or Australia or whatever, and sit down with the government and say, hey, this is what we need to do, and take 50% of that money, make sure it's safe, let the other 50%, let them roll the dice, and they can put it anywhere they want in the stock market, things like that, but they cannot touch that money. I think that'd be a great idea if we could do that, in the world today. And if we could, if people, our kids could put together something for their retirement, because I really worry about today's generation, because today's generation, they're really smart and everything, but one thing I don't think that today's generation is smart about is planning for retirement or retiring early. Although some of these kids, these kids manage to make a lot of money, a lot of them blow money as fast as they make it, unfortunately, on cars and big houses and things like that, and it just goes out the window. And today's generation's kind of like that, and our generation wasn't. We learned from the greatest generation. Our generation, we learned from those people that grew up in the Depression and learned to save everything that they possibly could. And some of us didn't, and some of us are over in the Philippines and living on these smaller budgets because of the fact that we didn't learn from our parents or whatever. And it's kind of sad that they went that way, and it's just a part of life, I guess. But I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Hopefully our future generations are going to be much better savers than we are, for sure. And I hope they are, because after looking at this, and I look at the wealthy people out there, man, and the fact that they skew us that much. They're 1,175,900 compared to our measly 212,500. That's pretty scary. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care.